whenever you're ready.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Ben Tien. Again, last name spelled Tien, Assistant Chief for the Houston Police Department. What we have tonight here is based on our preliminary investigation, what we believe is that something started off as a accident, a crash on the freeway involving multiple vehicles that subsequently led to a homicide. So at approximately 12:40 a.m. this morning, our officer got dispatched to a drive-by shooting just occurred on the freeway at the 9400 block of Interstate 45 northbound. That's a good reference point. It would be like 45 at the West Mount Houston exit. So upon our officer's arrival, immediate notice there are multiple vehicles involved in a crash, an accident. So initially, they tried to gather all the information and, detain all the occupants involved in the crash. At the same moment, they also found a male who was deceased, who was believed to be one of the occupants. During the initial investigation, they were told initially that the male was possibly ejected from the vehicle, involved in the crash, ejected from the vehicle, right? So they began to approach the male and start to investigate. As they approached the male, they actually found a deceased male who they initially believed to be ejected from the vehicle with a gunshot wound to the head. And as they continue to investigate, now, as I mentioned earlier, this is extremely preliminary now. As they continue to investigate, they found that they learned that by other witnesses that the male that was deceased evidently was involved in a crash, involved multiple vehicle crash on the freeway, at least 4 vehicles. And then after the crash, that male, the deceased male, got in an argument with 2 unrelated male, believed to be unrelated male, who was on the side of the road immediately behind me by the parking area. So as they got in an argument, and it escalated to the fact that 2 males that was unrelated to the crash pulled out a firearm, discharged a firearm, and shot the deceased victim. As such, we found the deceased victim with a gunshot wound to the head. After the shooting, the 2 unrelated male fled the scene. The only description we have right now is 2 possible suspects, African-American male, mid-20s. One is wearing a white jacket, 5'7" to 5'9", slim built. That's all we have at this point. Now, I was last told they were fled on foot, so there may or may not be a vehicle involved in this deal. And as I mentioned again, this is all preliminary investigation, and we do not know at this time whether the 2 male that shot at the deceased victim was or was not related to the crash. Now, I would say this, it's extremely tragic. Anytime there's a loss of life, it's a tragedy, right? I just want to keep everyone, the deceased, in your prayers for the night. We'll continue to canvass the location, continue to look for surveillance video. But during the time of the shooting, I will assure you this is an extremely busy roadway, a highway, freeway. So as such, I know there's somebody out there, see something, know something, right? So please, we see something, know something, or actually know someone and know something, please contact our Homicide Investigation Division. The number is going to be 713-308-3600 or call Crime Stopper. Now, our Vehicular Crimes Division investigators is on scene investigating the crash portion of the scene. Meanwhile, our homicide investigators, along with our forensic science team, will be on here processing the homicide scene. As I mentioned earlier, this is going to be an extremely complex investigation. What I just mentioned earlier is going to be pretty preliminary. It's going to take some time to go through all the evidence available to us. We were able to recover a firearm at the scene, and also there are multiple shell casing by the parking area. At this time, any questions?
Chief, can you talk to us about the freeway being shut down and what role that plays?
So that's correct. So this is an active crime scene, an active homicide crime scene. So the freeway is shut down right now. So from northbound, south, basically 2 miles south of west Mount Houston, from Little York to West Mount Houston, northbound is completely shut down until adjudication of this investigation, right? So anyone, taking this route, I know in the next couple of hours, being Monday morning, people start going to work. So please avoid this block, this section of the road, if by all means possible.
The people that were involved in the accident, did they witness the shooting?
Like I said, it's going to be part of the investigation. It's extremely preliminary right now. As you can imagine, a crash in the freeway, a lot of traffic, and they're pretty shaken up right now. So it's going to take some time to go through that.
So the accident, everybody involved in the accident, they pulled off to the shoulders?
That is correct. It is believed that everyone involved in the accident right now remain at scene until they get interviewed by our homicide investigative team.
And how many cars were involved?
Roughly, I'm counting, including the deceased victim's vehicle, there are a total of approximately 4 vehicles right now.
And with the firearm being recovered on the freeway, is that believed to be the murder weapon?
We don't know. This is part of the investigation. All we have is just a firearm at the scene right now. So,
Any other questions?
hey guys, thank you for your time.